This is Cinematography for Actors. Today we are live on location at the Broadwater Theater Complex in Hollywood for We Make Movies International Film Festival as the official podcast partner. These shorter special episodes are with selected filmmakers. You can also catch all of the interviews you may have missed on our YouTube channel and your preferred podcast platform. I want to give a huge thank you to our sponsors, Band Pro Film and Digital, Roscoe Laboratories, DD Microphones, and Blackmagic Design. Thanks for being here. Whether you are talent or crew, finding the technical solutions to your problems is hard, and what's even harder is knowing where to go. So, we have a tip for anyone listening, and that's to head over to our sponsor, Band Pro. Whether you're looking for high-end cameras and lenses or looking for guidance on what's needed to start your equipment journey, Band Pro has the gear and the team that you need to thrive. They are, fun fact, the exclusive representative of Ingenue's complete cinema line for all of North and South America. But the thing I love most is how fantastic their customer support is. Not only do they have a great team to answer any product questions you might have, but they also have a talented team of in-house technicians that you can actually talk to get your equipment back up and running. So visit bandpro.com or meet them in person and make sure to say hi from us. Hi, it's Haley Royal from Cinematography for Actors at the We Make Movies International Film Festival at the Broadwater Theater Complex in Hollywood. I'm seated here with Kay Tuxford.
Thank you so much. Hi, Haley.
So good to meet you.
Yeah.
Kay shot a film called Free Museum Day. Actually, you were the director of it. Writer.
Yes,
director,
yes. So I did have a cinematographer, Richie Yao, who shot it. Mm-hmm. We've worked on a couple projects together. So he would be like, no, you can't do that. And I'd be like, oh, okay.
Okay, fine. So the cool thing about this film is that it was shot guerrilla style on an iPhone at the LA Hammer Museum.
Yes. An iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Okay.
We use Filmic Pro just for everybody who wants the deets.
We love Filmic Pro.
Yes. I'm curious now that 15 is coming out and all its sweet spots. I'm like, how is it going to land? But we use that and some moment lenses and filters attached to that. And we just pretended we were maybe like shooting a TikTok.
Yeah.
And nobody gave us any trouble, even though it's a 4-minute narrative film.
A 4-minute narrative film that was shot. You shot it for free. Free location.
Free location.
You had to be sneaky.
Well, little sneaky. We just had to be like really pretending we were super into the art and like taking our time and stuff. But really, I think as long as you're not like touching the artwork and being obnoxious, for the most part, they let you just enjoy the art how you want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So we didn't really get too much kickback. It was a quiet day. It was like a Saturday morning.
Okay.
So maybe if it was really busy, they would have been like, what are you guys up to?
Please stop.
Yeah.
But also if it was really busy, that would have added another issue for you, correct?
Yes. Of course. Oh yeah. I would have loved it. We had a couple like kids walk around in the background being just nut jobs at the museum. And I used to be that as a kid as well. And I was like, yes, this is what it's like.
So you made the decision to shoot this without any dialogue.
Yes. So this originally started out as a camera test. We have a larger project we wanted to shoot on the iPhone. And I'm a big believer in like taking the camera you have and making something. And a lot of people always tell me like, oh, I just can't get the band together and make a movie. And I'm like, but what if you just went to the museum on on a Saturday morning and made something? Mm-hmm. So we took the iPhone. We had a few attachments, like I said, the moment lenses, and I hadn't met the actor yet. The actress I was going to work with, she had morning sickness. And so she was home, obviously not getting sick at the museum. And my cinematographer, Richie, said, well, I have a friend who's probably free in the morning. I'm like, we'll buy her a coffee.
Great.
And I bribed her with a coffee. She showed up. And since it was a camera test, we wanted to go get all the different light at the museum. But I said, what if while you're at the museum looking at all this wonderful stuff, you get a breakup text? And how does that change your entire trip? And so that's my twist in the story.
That twist. And you haven't had any kind of like reprimands since. Like they know you've done this now, correct?
Yes.
Because you're at a film festival.
Yes.
And they're fine with it.
I think it's like in the spirit of indie film, you know, and I think like if anything, obviously we show off how awesome the museum is. Free publicity you can't buy.
Yeah.
And honestly, the vibe, especially at the Hammer Museum, they're like so cutting edge and stuff. I think part of them is just like, yeah, go film the artwork, be the artwork, be with the artwork, you know? So they kind of just went with it. Yeah. So thank you.
And you said you are of the camp of taking the camera you have and shooting with that. And you told us about your cool setup with the Moment lenses, which are such a cool tool for
They're
an
very
iPhone.
Cool.
Does your cinematographer agree? Or is this kind of like a fun project and then...
No, so Richie Yao, who's very talented, shout out to Richie. He and I kind of have the same mentality of like, take the equipment you have and tell the best story possible. So I'm sure like if you asked Richie to like pick out his like favorite camera package ever, maybe it wouldn't be the iPhone. But since then he's done some filming on some other projects and he messages me and he's like, I really want the iPhone look. Can I borrow it? So he's come back and used it several times for other projects.
There is an iPhone look that is good for certain stories.
Very good for certain stories and places, because you can go public and people go, oh, you're just a tourist visiting LA. No big deal.
Well, there you have it. Tuxford created a free museum day saying, take the gear that you have and make the best story you can with it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for this interview. As a thank you, CFA has partnered with We Make Movies to get you discounted production management services, including production insurance. For that, go to wemakemovies.org/insurance and enter code CFA23 in the intake form to get 10% off your quote. Also, we have partnered with We Audition to get you a 25% discount on your membership. Join We Audition at weaudition.com and use CFA25. Make sure you're following the CFA podcast wherever you listen to stay up to date on discounts, events, and new episodes. Thanks for joining us.